So y'all been asking for a triangle tutorial? Here's how to do a triangle. So some of y'all mofos can't finish a damn triangle. Here's how to finish a damn triangle the right way. So you have your cinch, or some people call it diamond, like that. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to keep my hips up in the air, so I'm going to be able to have enough space to cut my corner. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to lift my hips. See how his arm is now up in the air? I'm going to bring this across. And I'm going to take my free hand, go underneath his leg, so I'm able to help myself in cut. So once I'm here, I'm just going to be putting my knee onto my shin. See how it's just like that? Now all I gotta do, since this is already tight, just close this top leg down. Bang, and we get a tight finish. So typically, when you're going for a triangle and you want to bait your opponents, you typically want to start with it on your hook. Because in it, I can start looking for a bunch of different things, not just a triangle. So let's say I'm here in like this weird shotgun or K-guard situation where I have this. I'm going to be extending Donovan away, and I'm going to bring this leg in front. This is going to come up through, and I'm going to cut around this side and go on this side and on the hook. Now I'm going to do the same finish that we mentioned earlier. Bring this to my shin, go over top, and squeeze down. Always from the closed guard, I usually tend to set up my triangles, or especially if we're in half here, you can start to work your defensive triangles. So what I mean by this is the person that's on bottom is going to be defending, so they're going to have to look for opportunities to find a defensive triangle. Same thing for him. He can attack an offensive triangle, which is also not really good. So having the difference between the two, offensive and defensive, is really something you should add to your game. So I'm here, I'm trying to get something. I'm just going to space out, throw this on the back. I can start to work my way up. Just bring this across. Boom. Now we got some amazing triangles here. These are all defensive triangles. Now same finish, just boom. So now we're going to go for our defensive triangle from on bottom. This is like a reverse triangle from side control. So I'm going to be making space. As I make the space, I'm going to bring this feet up here. I'm going to push it away. Circle this across. Pull this arm through. So boom. Say we start to guard pass. I get passed on the guard. So now we're going to move on to our offensive triangles. Say I just guard passed on Donovan. Now, I'm going to be getting this underhook, and we're going to keep this one here. You can honestly just staple this down if you'd really like to, but what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going over the top while pulling this one through. See, now we got our nasty reverse mounted triangle. And then all we got to do is just come through. Another mounted triangle situation. First, we're going to be connecting. Say he has both of his hands in here. We're going to be pushing one down, and one leg goes over top. As I do this, I'm going to cut my angle on this side. So if you can come around here, you can see that my hips are going toward this almost. This is going to create an angle for my legs to just slide up perfectly underneath his head. So boom, see? Now what I'm going to be doing is a lot of people have trouble finishing a triangle or getting this part together. I find, like I said earlier, is just getting your knee close in, bringing this over, then that. Look how tight this is. This is just too tight. Now squeeze. If y'all took some value, please be sure to subscribe because I'm posting content like this all the time. Thank you guys so much. And if you took some value, follow.